I am Ferdinand Marcos, and I am the President of the Republic of the Philippines. I stand today on behalf of 110 million Filipinos.
Hi everyone, hello universe, it's me again. Shoutout sa inyo mga kababayan, but anyway, mayroon tayong upload videos, updates. Ayan po, kilala nyo naman ito, yung si Prime Minister Wong ng Singapore mga kababayan. Parang nakikita ko na talagang BFF ito ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. So dahil dito mga kababayan, i-updates ko lang si Pangulong Marcos Jr. pala 3 days ago ay nagpunta pala ng Singapore mga kababayan. Alam po natin working visit po yan. Itong pinakamaganda kay Pangulong Marcos Jr. Basta pakinabangan po ng bansang Pilipinas at ang mamayang Pilipino, hindi po siya mag-aatubili para makipag-usap sa mga business leader. Siyempre, nakipag-meet po siya kaya Prime Minister Wong. Alam mo naman, marami silang pinag-usapan, mga kababayan. But before that, of course, ayan, tingnan nyo itong mga highlights, guys. Bago natin basahin at bago nyo panoorin ang statement ng ating mahal na Pangulo. Ayan, wow. Yan pa, Ayan, itong dalawa. Grabe talaga din. Alam niyo, malapit ito sa kay Pangulong Marcos Jr. si Prime Minister Wong ng Singapore. Ayan, galing naman. Oh, wow. Ayan, galing, So dahil dyan mga kababayan, sabi po dito, basahin po natin. Today, I meet with the Prime Minister Lawrence Wong to discuss how the Philippines and Singapore can expand trade, navigate the adoption of AI, attract more investment, and deepen cooperation in the health and social sector. We also agreed to move forward with a new bilateral agreement that will strengthen our partnership and benefits our peoples. Yes, as close neighbors and partners in Asia. We will continue working together to keep our region peaceful, stable, and open to greater opportunities for everyone. Ayan, nasabi ko na nagpunta sa Singapore ang Pangulo. Istana, Singapore, July 15 yan, and today, of course, July 18, 2026. Wow! Diba mga kababayan? Ay, alam nyo, si Pangulong Marcos Jr. talaga masipag, as in. Masipag. So, I think 2 days lang niya doon. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hindi lang po yan, mga kababayan. Ito pa. Tingnan nyo dito, guys. I am pleased to welcome ABZ Impact continued investment in the Philippines, reflecting the confidence of the Temasek Trust ecosystem in our country's future. Together with the Ayala Group, as usual, kasama niya ang mga icon ng mga bilyonaryo natin, katulad ni Mr. Ayala. Ayala Group, this partnership will support easy health expansion to at least 10 hospital, OMGOs, 300 clinics, OMGOs, and 1,150 pharmacies, OMGOs. Wow. Nationwide by the 2027 while creating around 10,000 direct healthcare and retail jobs. Kita nyo yun, mga kababayan, kung paano gumalaw at magtrabaho ang Pangulo. We will continue to welcome investment that strengthen our healthcare system and bring quality medical care close to more Filipino families. Sabi ko nga, pag ganito, ang isang leader na talagang hardworking, isa lang po ang layunin yan, kundi ang pagandahin ang bansang Pilipinas at maayos na ekonomiya, paglago ng ekonomiya, and of course guys, to encourage the investors, makikinabang ang mamayang Pilipino, makikinabang mismo ang pamahalaan, and of course yung nag-i-invest, kikita sila. Dahil kikita rin naman talaga ang sambayanan. Ibig sabihin, kikita ang mga ibang Pilipino na magtatrabaho dyan. Yung manpower, ika nga. So, ito yung highlights. Ayan o, Singapore pa rin, July 15, ano? O, yan o, yung highlights. Wow. Saan kayo makakita niyan? O, see guys? O, ito pa o. Mga sikat na mga business leaders yan dyan sa bansa na yan. Alam po natin kung paano lumago ang ekonomiya ng Singapore, mga kababayan, ha? Ayan, kasama si Mr. Ayala Sobel. Si mga kababayan, ganun ang isang leader, talaga namang hindi lang nakaupo sa isang tabi at natutulog sa kulambo. Talagang gumagalaw siya. Hardworking talaga itong Pangulo na ito. Sa totoo lang, obvious na obvious ba? Sasabihin naman mga anti-Marcos, wala namang resulta yan eh. Yun. Kasi yun lang naman talaga ang narratives nila eh. Siyempre, because ano lang yan guys, simple lang, because they are anti-Marcos. Ayaw nila kasi nakikita si Pangulong Marcos Jr. na maraming nagawa sa bansa. Ganun lang yun eh. Di ba? So, napakagandang layunin ng ating mahal na Pangulo sa bansang Pilipinas. Kasi nahuhuli tayo guys eh. Dekada na. Walang nangyayari sa ekonomiya natin. Alam mo, believe ka rin talaga sa kanyang pamumuno kasi naiangat niya po ang bansang Pilipinas. Nga, sabi ko sa mga videos ko, dati-rati nasa lower income tayo pero ngayon nilagay niya mismo sa middle income. The best po yan. May video tayo dyan. So, dahil dyan mga kababayan, pakinggan niyo po ang statement ng ating mahal na Pangulong Marcos Jr. But before that guys, the Philippines continue to earn the trust of partners who share our vision for growth. We leave Singapore with stronger partnership, renewed confidence, and assured commitment to the harness innovation, expand opportunities, and create lasting progress for the Filipino people. Ayan. Pakinggan po natin ang kanyang mensahe mga kababayan. All the way from Singapore. Pero ang Pangulo nandito na sa Pilipinas. Of course, nalit po natin na i-upload ito but it doesn't matter. As long as i-spread natin kung gaano kagaling mamuno at hardworking na presidente ito mga kababayan. Sabi dito,
Kababayan, I have just concluded the most productive working visit to Singapore from 14 to 16 July of this year. During this visit, I met with His Excellency Lawrence Wong, the Prime Minister and Minister of Finance of Singapore. I held meetings with business and investment executives and attended the Milken Institute's roundtable discussion with regional business leaders. During my courtesy call with Prime Minister Lawrence Wong, we affirmed the strength of our bilateral relations amidst global shocks and conflicts. We discussed advancing cooperation in trade and investment, navigating the growth and use of artificial intelligence as it affects various primary industries, education, the environment, healthcare, and people-to-people exchanges. With the Philippines and Singapore holding successive ASEAN chairships, we underscored our shared commitment to a stronger, unified ASEAN. During the high-level business meetings with leading Singaporean companies and investors, I underscore the Philippines' commitment to accelerating digital transformation, to strengthening critical infrastructure, and to expanding access to quality healthcare. The discussions focused on deepening cooperation in digital technology, telecommunications, data centers, AI, and healthcare, key sectors that will enhance the country's innovation ecosystem, improve essential services, and support long-term inclusive economic growth. I highlighted the Philippines' position as a strategic investment destination in Southeast Asia, supported by a growing digital economy, a skilled workforce, and a strong reform agenda that continues to attract high-value technology-driven investments from trusted partners such as Singapore. I met with Singtel Group and ABC Impact to discuss their continuing investments and expansion plans in the Philippines. Singtel reaffirmed its long-term commitment to the country and through the expansion of NCS Philippines and the continued development of ST Telemedia Global Data Centers facilities, strengthening the Philippines' digital infrastructure and AI capabilities. Meanwhile, ABC Impact reaffirmed its support for AC Health's nationwide expansion, which is expected to improve access to quality healthcare services while creating thousands of jobs for Filipinos. These business engagements, covering digital technology, telecommunications, data infrastructure, AI, and healthcare, reaffirm Singaporean investors' strong confidence in the Philippine economy and the support that they will give
to our country's vision of becoming a competitive, innovation-driven, and future-ready investment destination. Earlier today, at the Milken Institute's roundtable discussion, I presented key investment opportunities in the Philippines. I showcased our modernized finance and investment infrastructure programs, including the Luzon Economic Corridor, alongside the new Public-Private Partnership Code and Green Lanes for Strategic Investments, which are measured explicitly designed to fast-track proposals and approvals to eliminate regulatory bottlenecks. As a newly designated upper-middle-income country with solid macroeconomic fundamentals, the Philippines offers a secure, transparent, and stable environment for businesses to thrive. This visit demonstrates the enduring strength of Philippines-Singapore relations, our shared commitment to ASEAN centrality, and the Philippines' readiness to serve as a reliable partner in driving growth and innovation across the region. The Philippine delegation and I are grateful to the government and people of Singapore for their always warm hospitality. And I look forward to engaging with the Prime Minister at the 49th ASEAN Summit and related summits later on this year. Maraming salamat po. Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat.
Si mga kababayan, ganyan dapat ang isang pangulo. Basta ay kapakanan ng kanyang bansa, lalo na po ang mamayang Pilipino, ay malaki po maitutulong sa mga kababayan natin na jobless, no, na magkakaroon sila ng trabaho. Kung itong mga investor na ito ay talaga na mga mag-invest sila sa Pilipinas, malaki po ang maitutulong sa ekonomiya. So yun mga kababayan, the working hard president of all time. Kitang-kita naman po yan, 'di ba? Mula 1986 hanggang 2016, 2020, 21. Nakikita nyo siguro ang mga past admin, hindi sila ganyan. Only Pangulong Marcos Jr. lang ang nagtatrabaho bilang isang Pangulo ng Pilipinas. Nasasabi ko yan because yan sa mga working business niya abroad, halos grabe, ang tindi naman talaga. Tingnan nyo kung gaano kaganda ang ekonomiya ng bansa ngayon. Sasabi nila, kasi magulo. No. I disagree sa mga ganyan mga sinasabi ng mga anti-Marcos. Magulo daw, no? Sila lang kasi sila ang nanggugulo. Actually, ang Pilipinas, maaliwalas ang takbo ng ekonomiya sa pamumuno ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. Only the DDS or the other anti-Marcos ang hindi po satisfied because they are anti-Marcos. Paano naman nauungusan ang kanilang mga puon nila na mamumuno in the past. Alam po natin yan, obvious na obvious, huwag tayong nagsisinungaling sapagkat kitang-kita naman kung sino po talaga ang pinakamagaling na Pangulo sa kasaysayan at ang pinaka magtrabaho, hardworking Pangulo sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas. Obvious na obvious po yan. Hindi nyo po ikaila yan. Hindi po pwede tayo maging magbulag-bulagan. Yung mga antay lang, no? Kasi galit sila. So yun guys, maraming salamat sa inyong watching. See you again on my next upload. Follow me and likes. Hit the button bell para lagi kayo updates. Okay, bye and babus. God bless Philippines. Bye everyone. There's more.